Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of the Gorilla's Kitchen. I have an amazing meal for you guys tonight. We're going to do stuffed poblanos. This is a keto edition of the meal, so stay tuned, folks. I'm going to be doing some chorizo, some ground beef. We're going to be stuffing some poblano peppers. I'm going to be doing some Spanish rice, but baby, it's cauliflower rice. So keeping those carbs low and flavors high. And I've decided to do one other thing for you. I haven't cleared this with anybody, but it's going to happen. Sweet, sweet love is coming down. Guess what? We are making my signature guacamole. Coming at you really soon, folks. Stay tuned. We're going to wrap it up. It's going to be beautiful. Time, baby, in the Gorilla's Kitchen. So right now, the big question is, what's the gorilla cooking? So
what's the gorilla cooking?
Stuffed poblanos, baby. We're going keto style. I know that a lot of you are worried, perhaps, where's the flavor going to be? Don't worry, I got you covered. We're also going to do a signature cocktail for you. I know a lot of folks who are in the keto program go, well, I can't have my drinks. I miss my beverages. Don't worry, I got you. We're going to do a Keto Margarita tonight. We're going to make it delicious and probably powerful given my track record. So hang with us. We're going to have a great time, guys. We're going to be doing some stuffed poblano peppers. I'm going to be spicing that up. We're going to throw in some chorizo, some nice grass-fed ground beef. These peppers are looking beautiful. Look at this, baby. It is amazing. Great color. Smells so good. This is going to happen. We're going to make some signature guacamole. It's going to be an amazing meal. It's going to take us a little bit, but hang tight with us, folks. It's going to be so, so good. It's about to happen. Everybody thirsty?
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's get our drinks going. As per standard with the Gorilla's Kitchen, we make sure everybody is thoroughly watered properly. Got to stay hydrated in the food game, right? So we're actually going to be using, no, we're not going to skip on flavor, guys. This is an actual, so margarita mix with only actual 10 calories per serving. But as far as our carbs go, we're only looking at 2 grams of carbs per, 4 fluid ounces, or when I get 32 ounces, then you will see where your count ends up then. But we'll go from there. We actually have our silver tequila from our constant companion here who can live without tequila, especially when you're going family style, like we like to. But don't worry about some of the sweetness. I know that margaritas you like a little bit sweeter, but here's what we're actually going to use. A little sugar substitute, something I like to add to a lot of recipes. It's actually a monk fruit sweetener. So 0 carbs for this, but a little bit sweet. We're actually going to be topping off a little bit of that, and it's going to work out some really, really well. So we'll have a little bit of lime, lots of tequila, lots of flavor. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Notice he doesn't measure that.
Yeah.
Well, I did measure it. I took what room was left. It was a very, very precise measurement.
Negative measurement.
Negative measurement. Bloop. Room for 3 drops. So we're going to throw a little monk fruit sweetener in here, just because. It's actually makes it better. All right. Did nobody cut any limes like me?
Enlighten me on monk's fruit.
Well, I don't really know. It's an organic sweetener for you, but you're welcome to read the bag. It's a sugar replacement. It actually has no carbs to it whatsoever. I'm going to take my instrument of doom here real quick, and we'll...
It tastes really, really good. The bakery that I used to work at, they use monk fruit instead of like stevia or whatever for the keto cupcakes that she used to do, and you can't tell the difference between that and sugar. It's really, really good.
Monks created wine. They were the first ones to create wine. And do you know why they created wine?
Is there celibate?
No, that probably helps. Probably makes the dude next to you a little more attractive. But the truth of it is, they actually had the first customer service job in history.
Did they do wine or beer?
Wine.
And beer.
Wine and beer. Yeah, they were the first one to distill spirits, were monks. Yeah, because they had the first customer service job in history. They had to listen to other people's shit. They had to have something to deal with, you know? When you got to deal with the public, you need alcohol. That's just how it is.
If I give enough of this to this guy, he goes to sleep and stops talking.
Right, exactly. Oh, it's perfect.
Never come off again.
Huh?
Never come off again.
What is it? Sweet?
You really got that action down.
That's actually
Listen,
not bad.
if I wasn't a boy, we'd have nothing to play with on Christmas morning. That's how broke I was.
I guess we ought to pass that.
Oh my god.
I'm good. I'm just going to read it.
And folks, we're making our keto margaritas here. We've got our monk fruit sweetener, and we're going to try and tidy this up with a little bit of chatter and laughter from the peanut gallery. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's going to be really good. Guys, this episode is going to be off the chain. The censors, I don't even know what abbreviation or alphabet soup is going to come down on me for this particular episode, but hey, let's do it. We're all going to have a good time. There's tequila involved, so you know it's going to be good. We're just trying to keep it family, you know, family-sized at least from Costco. So I might have to make another one. So you'll notice, maybe you won't notice there in internet land, I happen to have only 6 people here as my guests. But I'm pouring 8 margaritas, probably because I have some folks that are thirsty off on the side here. But we're going to take care of everybody, I promise. If I can get this lid off. It's probably never going to happen.
Never come out.
Cut that shit out, Dave.
No, he's zooming in.
Son of a bitch!
Get a tight shot on this one.
Best taping ever.
If you warm it up.
How you like that?
Here for you, buddy.
Thanks, pal. Good looking out. Meanwhile, I've got water boiling, I've got an oven going, and nothing in it. It's fine. Remember, you get something warmed up, put something in it. You know, you want to make it feel like it's got a purpose.
True.
Another advice to a young man. It's advice something he should know about. All right.
That's going to be in the background all night. Just letting you know.
Perfect. I'm not going to even bother with that new technology you guys are using over there.
Yeah, the funnel.
Why? You know, I prefer, you know, we're going to pour it in the ice bucket. 'Cause I'm gonna,
Joe was like, and my margarita.
exactly. Well, I got to have a drink, don't I? You guys leaving me out of everything. I tell you.
That was very precise pour you did.
Sure. Are you impressed?
I think we started already.
Yeah, we just can't wait till everybody gets the first or second or third round in them, and we'll see how that goes.
Jeremy, put your clothes on.
Please, by all means, feel free to get dressed again. Nobody wants to see that shit. I would apologize to myself when I walk by the mirror naked. It's ridiculous. I'm really sorry.
Sorry you had to see that, sir.
Yeah, really. So a friend of mine, we're talking about. He goes, you know, he's seen our videos in our YouTube channel. He goes, man, would it be easier just to make porn? And I said, look, for who? For who would it be easier? I'm like, are you kidding me? At this point, I only have to apologize to one person during sex. Now I got to apologize to the entire internet? The level of disappointment, I can't even imagine. Everybody looked, uneven. Beverage equality, the name of the game. Don't want anybody going thirsty or not hydrated properly. Are we all doing good?
Yep.
Yes.
We're doing better in just a minute. Believe me. We're going to take care of our ladies first.
Like to be prepared.
There we go. I can't keep those level for much longer. Please take them. There we go. Sarah.
Thank you, sir.
Very strategic pours. There we go, sir.
Sir?
All right, and all the way down here, Adam's last because, he's got his poncho just for safety reasons.
Thank you.
All right. In just a quick moment, and to our audience in the back, please come on forward and grab these. Everybody, welcome to the Gorilla's Kitchen, and cheers. Cheers. It's official, you're all here. Don't spill those. Strategically measured drinks here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go, guys. So I'm going to get started on your food here really quick now that we're done with all that other shenanigans. Or the first section of our shenanigans. We'll get on to the rest here in just a moment. We're going to get our poblanos boiling to a nice precise 13 minutes to get them exactly perfect. So we're going to get those in here really quick. I'm going to start browning your chorizo and your ground beef together while I'm chopping the rest of these goodies and I'm working on your guacamole. Now, the one thing that is not going to be keto for some of you who might, want to enjoy the guac on some chips, we do have some tortilla chips for you guys to pass around. I just want to make sure that everybody sees the recipe itself as a keto recipe. Now, there are some really cool things out there, some chip alternatives, these things called wisps. They're little like cheddar sort of, they're like cheese kind of crackers that do go really good in guacamole as well, or by themselves, or whatever else you want. Wrapped in bacon, who knows, dipped in peanut butter, whatever it is. They're pretty good. But we're gonna make it all happen.
Also have peanut butter in the truck.
Yep.
If you need it.
Peanut butter and a poncho, you're painting quite a picture.
It's a toolbox. And I can
It's a toolbox. We're ready for any occasion. Just saying. Yeah, right? So, here we go.
Just like the masterpiece here. All of a sudden everything's quiet. You're like, so.
Yeah. So as we continue to go off the damn rails on this episode, it's perfect. It's perfect. Now we've got nondescript robotish type dishes going on for our tortilla chips. Inspired by a saga. We're actually going to be doing our guacamole. So hang tight with me. I'm not threatening you in any way, internet world, with this knife. It's actually the tool of destruction and also the tool of joy. As Adam probably has in his toolbox as well, called the tool of joy. But we are going to go ahead.
I like to multitask.
Do what a young man does. So we're going to make our guacamole here, everybody. That's pretty good technique. 2 drinks later, might be missing some digits, but we're going to do this early.
How do you keep your guac fresh?
The lime juice actually does it. Another thing you can actually do is you can take if you flatten it out really super smooth, super smooth, right? You can actually put a thin layer of water on top of it. And it will actually seal out any of the things that, I wouldn't say contaminants, but it actually keeps it from turning on you. Yeah.
So is that the normal size of a poblano?
Yeah.
Are these just
These are actually really good. These are nice ones. They should be close to the size of a bell pepper. Honestly, it's a bit of a point of discussion or contention, really. Poblano or pasilla pepper, they're really about the same thing. Some people tell you they're different. They're really kind of the same thing. Same size, same thing in heat, same number of Scoville heat units, the whole 9 yards. It's just a slightly different. I think it's more of a regional thing, but one can easily pass for the other. One thing you can't use, which I thought about doing, was Anaheim peppers. They're a lot smaller. They're really nice color and really good flavor, but they're tiny in comparison. These are the kinds you're going to use for chili rellenos. Just stuff these. One of the greatest tools in the world for guacamole, right here. This little meat masher / avocado destroyer. This thing right here is fantastic. Now, never mind. This thing has a couple of uses, mostly for guacamole, really, for me. We'll go ahead and use this on the chorizo, and Adam, we'll just throw this in your toolkit you figured out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
The toolkit.
right in the toolkit, baby. That's where that goes. We're going to make our guacamole. We got some good stuff for you. Instead of just adding our lime juice, we're actually going to add the Mexican lime olive oil from our friends here at the Queen Creek Olive Mill. Some fantastic products, guys. Their website will be linked at the bottom in the description. Go ahead and check them out. Also on our website, thegorillaskitchen.com. The recipes will have links to all of their product pages as well. We're going to be adding this in here. We've got our guacamole. We've got our avocados already mashed up. We're going to be adding our salt, our lime, our tomato, our onion, and we'll get this out for everybody to start enjoying that while we're cooking the rest of our meal. Now, be nice.
What kind of onion are you using?
This is actually a sweet onion this time. I typically would use a white onion for our guacamole, but I found these really fantastic sweet yellow onions, and this is going to be a really nice flavor. Can you smell it? Mm-hmm. All right. We got our tomato, we got our onion, we got our avocados, we got some salt here, we got lots of lime juice. Now, we need our Mexican lime olive oil. Now, before I go ahead and get this into the mix, I want you guys to check this thing out. We're going to pass it along from Matt. We'll go all the way around. Check this thing out. These are Mexican limes. This is the oil extracted from Mexican limes combined with the pressed extra virgin olive oil from the Queen Creek Olive Mill. Tell me that's not beautiful. That's an amazing, fresh scent. Did I chuck that in the margarita?
It smells so good.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
That's nice.
We like that. But we're going to be really careful with it, actually. Perfect.
Stop it!
There you go.
It's my favorite way.
Great guac.
Good stuff, right?
Good stuff.
Simple, guys, simple. Great avocados. You got to get them right. And I'll tell you, there's a little trick. when you guys are looking at avocados, if they look a little dark, they don't look quite right, if the stem is still at the top, if you pop that puppy off right there and it looks nice and green on the inside, you're good to go. It's fantastic. That way you know that that's really ready to go. Make sure you don't have any weird soft spots on it, spots that may have gone bad. If it feels a little, you know, a little on the smushy side, you just break that stem off. It's nice and green there. Take it. It's good to go.
Good tip.
Oh, we had hoped that one day it would come to this point, and here we are. So welcome everybody. As you'll notice, we are sans tequila at this moment. Something has happened. Guacamole keeps happening, but we're about to run out. I got to get into the rest of this meal if I hope to ever feed these people, not like they're going to care, or even taste what I'm actually making by the time it's all done. So we're going to finish this flavor extravaganza that nobody will ever remember. So the greatest, most oblivious version of the Gorilla's Kitchen ever filmed. So glad that all of you are here with us for this particular episode. So we're going to try and get back on track as if there was one. So guys, we're going to get the guacamole going. We're going to get on to the next level of our recipe. Are we ready to go? We're going to get into the meat and no potatoes. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing right. You better get in close. So because there's going to be meat present. I don't know what that says. But here's what we've got. We've got our chorizo. We've got our ground beef that's going to be going. It's going to be browning. I'm going to start building your Spanish rice with cauliflower rice, guys. I know that sounds crazy. Sounds a little counterintuitive, Spanish rice, but cauliflower rice. Hang with me. Believe me, it's going to be well worth it in the end. It's all good. So we're going to season it just right. It's going to be delicious. We're going to stuff those poblanos. We're going to fill them full of cheese and cover them with cheese. We're going to bake them just enough to melt it all. We're going to bring it out, and you guys are going to enjoy it, and your faces are going to melt off from the excellence and deliciousness of this meal. Are you ready for this? Yeah. All right, guys, hang with me. We get into the next. We take the next steps. We're riding it all the way into Flavor Town. Let's do this. So here's what I'm doing, guys. The reason I'm dicing the top of these poblanos is because I'm actually going to mix this with some garlic and some olive oil, and we're going to saute that up together, and we're going to do our Spanish rice right in there with all of this.
Yay!
What kind of gorilla are you?
The best.
The best. Okay.
The best! He's the best gorilla.
I am.
Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, so here's what we're going to be using, guys. We're actually going to put away the Mexican lime because we're done. I'm done making guac.
Bye.
But now we are bringing in the jalapeno olive oil. You guys ready for this? Yeah. Woo! We're going to saute our goodies, and then I'm going to pass this over here to Matt over on the left. We're going to check this out, the jalapeno olive oil. We're going to be sauteing all of our goodies in this tonight.
Jalapeno business.
Jalapeno business.
Jalapeno business.
Jalapeno open your business.
Can you? Yeah.
Easy, Cheetah. Easy. Okay, so here we go. Exactly.
What kind of chorizo are you putting in?
This is actually from Sprouts. This is their pork chorizo. It is their, what do we call it, the butcher shop pork chorizo. And our grass-fed ground beef. We're gonna throw in here and get some sizzle going.
Where do you get your grass-fed beef?
So I get it from two places. I typically get it from Sprouts. That's where I will get it from. Now, there's a rare find that I have discovered at American Discount Foods. They get it from Snake River Farms. They actually get from like the Snake River Farms. They get American Kobe Wagyu beef, and that stuff is like $50. No, sorry, Kobe Bryant. This is not a one of those situations. But Kobe Wagyu beef, and I made burgers with that stuff. It's normally like $50 a pound kind of a stuff, and it was fantastic. Those burgers were amazing. That episode just went live on the YouTubes, and quite good. Those burgers were quite amazing.
So good.
So good.
They had the gorgonzola inside.
Yeah, we stuffed them with gorgonzola cheese. Ooh, melty, delicious, beautiful. Those burgers were about 4 ounces, I guess, when they were
If
done.
I had to come back as a cow, I'd come back as a Kobe cow.
Right.
They like brush you, they feed you beer, and
They took good care of you.
That's the life you live right now.
Right.
Who's brushing me? I'm
You're treated like a vegan. Very tender, juicy, grain-fed. No.
okay, maybe.
Okay, there you go.
Let me think about that. Yeah.
That's great, right?
So is that Kobe Wagyu beef?
No, it is actually, well, it is 80-20, but here's the deal. It is the most tender, most delicious beef you'll ever have in your life. And I happened to find a 5-pound, a big 5-pound package of the Kobe Wagyu beef. Had I known how good it was and how rare that find was, they had 2 other packages. I should have got it. I mean, it was hands down. I mean, look at me. I've eaten a lot of burgers in my life, right? Nobody denies that. Looking at me, it was hands down the best burger I've ever had in my life. Unreal. And all I did is season it, salt, pepper, garlic. Period. Done. 4-ounce burgers. Throw them on the grill. 3 minutes aside. Gorgeous. Came off. You let it rest. All meat you let rest. Period. So it was dynamite. Put it on a brioche bun. I made some chipotle aioli. Threw a little mixed greens. It was lights out, the best damn burger I've ever had in my life. Right? It's food porn, okay? This is how we operate. This is how this should happen. So this is actually getting warm. We got that at 200 right now. Some of these things are coming here together. Make sure our water is actually gonna get boiling. What's happening, Peanut Gallery? Are we doing okay over there?
They're having
All right.
a grand old time.
They are having a grand old time. No need for this lid anymore for this empty ass bottle. So that's good. Guys, so we're gonna use, I could actually dice some fresh garlic, but I'm not even gonna play that game. I'm actually gonna go with some minced garlic because we need to shorten this process up.
Where's the garlic?
We got that garlic over here.
Garlic. Smells so good.
Gotta serve some garlic.
Yes.
Yeah, quit talking to me. You're all good, believe me. Now, we're gonna make some magic happen.
I love magic.
You gonna do some David Blaine shit?
No, I promise. No. Never mind. All good. Water, yes, water's boiling. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Put those poblanos in. What's happening?
Ay, ay, ay. Poblano, ay, ay, ay. Get in there. Soak it in, baby. Time for the jacuzzi.
You need more water? Is that good?
No, plenty. Plenty.
Is there a difference between the red and the green?
So here's what happens. That poblano, the reason that thing is turning red is because it is ripe. It is getting, it is max, so that one is actually going to have a decent amount more heat than the others. Okay, so we got a lot of water in there. We're going to let that boil. Now, typically you do 4 of them in a pot that size. You're looking at 13 minutes. We're going to set a timer here. We're looking at 15. We're going to check on them in 15 minutes. So cauliflower rice, guys, I know a lot of people think, oh, this stuff's kind of boring. It reminds me of like grits. Do you guys like grits? I don't like grits.
With a lot of sugar.
Grits to me are like, grits to me are the black hole of flavor. Everything you put into it sort of disappears. And it turns out,
What is this shit? People eat it?
yeah, exactly. That's, thank you. That was my exact response. The first time I ever had grits, I was like, what the hell, really people eat this stuff? So yeah, it requires a lot of flavor. And that's what I thought about cauliflower rice the first time I had it. But then I realized, you know what? I could season this stuff up the way I normally season things, and it actually does really, really well. I made the stuff sort of Italian. I can make it Spanish. I can make it, we can do all kinds of fun stuff with this. But here's the deal. You got to be super patient with it. It has a lot of moisture in it, obviously. So we get the frozen bags of it from Costco. And then, but you got to be patient and let some of that moisture cook off before you start adding other things to it. Then you got to throw some of it on the counter just for good measure.
It's for good luck.
Yeah, that's what it is. Back. All right, guys, we got our cauliflower rice cooking down. We're getting actually a lot of the moisture out of this thing, as you can see. It's kind of coming down. We're getting a lot of it down. We're getting down to the our base elements. We're mixing in our poblano peppers, a little bit of onion, and it's looking really good. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start adding in a little bit of our tomato, actually crushed tomatoes is really what we're looking at. I need a spoon. So your Spanish rice, we're going to start going in here. Start mixing in our crushed tomatoes. Now, like I said, you got to be patient with this stuff. You do.
Really patient.
Pour.
Yeah, exactly.
Super patient.
Yeah.
Exactly. Super patient like this.
You go big, buddy.
We're going to get in here. We're going to enjoy it.
Do it.
Smells
Get it.
And you got to make a mess while you're doing it, apparently, or it's not official.
good. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you believe that there is a little bit of heat going on because those poblanos are actually getting heated up. They've been sauteed with some garlic, and the poblanos are actually going to start exuding a little bit of heat as it is. It's going to be going into this. So I got to be careful. This is for some general consumption stuff here. So I'm going to be adding in a little bit of heat carefully as we go along. Our peppers are about ready to come off. So what we're going to add is a little bit of smoked paprika. This is all to taste, guys, so you kind of got to go at your own pace here. The reason I like smoked paprika is it's got a nice hearty flavor to it, but really not a lot of heat. It really accentuates the flavor quite a bit without bringing up any notes of any heat. Now, one of the other things that I really love, guys, white pepper. White pepper, it's so good. It's really fine though, so you got to be careful with the amount that you actually put in. It does have a different sort of a flavor profile than your black pepper. It's definitely a different animal.
Jeremy, is there a recipe in the description?
There absolutely will be. It will be linked to the website, and the website is what holds all of the actual recipe information, as well as links to any of our product sponsor stuff as well. Peanut gallery popping off. So you notice this start to actually take on a little bit more of a Spanish rice look. So if those of you who are worried about the whole keto scenario, this comes out to about 6 carbs, actually, with the tomato here.
The whole thing, or like per serving?
Per serving.
Per serving.
Per serving.
I don't know.
Now this is gonna feed at least 6 people. This whole bag, this is about 3 bags of cauliflower rice, the Costco frozen cauliflower rice, and 1 can of the tomato, crushed tomatoes, and then our seasonings, of course. You're looking probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 net carbs per serving. Ow.
These are fun. Or except it wasn't.
Ow, those look beautiful.
Looking good
Plus-
in the gorilla's kitchen.
Looking good in the neighborhood, baby.
Who's this hype man?
Oh, the other gorillas in the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Gorilla time.
Yeah.
Very,
What's the
very
gorilla
dominant voice you
cooking?
got.
Yeah.
I see that in front of the mirrors.
Oh, can you
She's getting
smell
ready.
what the gorilla's cooking? I can't. Smells awesome.
So guys, our flavor's about ready. We've got everything combined here into our Spanish rice. It's looking beautiful. I'm gonna bring this into the prep zone. So you guys can actually see this. Check this puppy out. We're gonna combine this in with our peppers and with our meats. We're gonna load it full of cheese. We're gonna bake it a little bit just to melt it all together, and it's gonna be fantastic. So here's what we're actually doing. I'm actually mixing in our chorizo and ground beef, and I'm also burning my thumb all to pieces, if you don't mind. It's a bit of a delayed feeling with the amount of tequila that's in my bloodstream at the moment. But I'm burning it as I'm mixing this together because I'm actually going to be stuffing the peppers, the Poblano peppers, with these things. Now, the remainder of the Spanish rice is going down as a bed for these to rest upon, nestled ever so gently in their beds, and waiting for Santa Claus to arrive. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be fantastic.
Ken said earlier, how are you going to make this into
How are we going to make this into an episode, Ken?
I don't have a clue.
Ken's like, I gave up on this shit.
You know, one thing that's positive, audience, is we're going to make this into a damn meal. And it's going to be a freaking delicious meal. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how we're going to make it into an episode. It's an editing nightmare. I want everyone who goes on and likes and subscribes to the channel, please throw a little comment in the bottom that says, I apologize, Dave. That's all I'm saying. Dave, Sally, we love you. We apologize. We can't be held responsible for this son of a bitch in front of the camera. This episode, I don't even know what to do with it at this point. But some of this, you guys will see. We got problems.
I got a suggestion.
So I bet you do.
Make more drinks.
Oh my God. Well, now you've just tagged my wife in at this point.
Oh, sorry about that. That could be disaster.
Yes.
Tag team.
All right, guys, here we go. We got our stuffed poblanos ready to rock and roll, baby. We got our chorizo in here. We got our Spanish cauliflower rice ready to rock and roll. Check it out in the prep zone, folks. Here's what we've got. Now, we've covered them with some jack cheese, nice and shredded cheese here. We're going to toss this in just at 350 degrees. We're only going to do about 7 minutes. We just want to melt this stuff. Everything's already cooked. It's already ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to melt it together, and we're going to bring it out. We're going to present it on top of our cauliflower rice and a little bit of the chorizo that's left over. It's going to be beautiful. I promise to even feed you guys out there. All right, here we go. Give me some plates. Plates. Here we go. Coming up. Bam. All right, we're going to get this just right.
That's a nice bed.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, dear. And that goes off. And these come out.
And they're off.
Oh, how's that look?
Yeah.
How's it look in the prep zone, baby? Looking hot. Looking hot. Beautiful. Bam, coming down.
Dang.
I love the snorting. It really kills. That's the sexiest thing I've ever heard.
Is it though?
No.
Yeah.
But just saying.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Yeah. I'm glad I've got you all verklempt. It's all nice. Verklempt. You know, there's so many words in Yiddish that you just can't find anywhere else. It's really what it is. The word verklempt, is it really like, you know, how do you describe that any other way? I just don't know.
Exasperated?
Beside yourself, perhaps? Enamored, enjoyed? Verklempt really sort of rocks it for me.
Okay.
What really says schmutz like schmutz?
Oh yeah, that's right.
What does that mean?
What the putz?
You got a bunch of schmutz all over the place. Got schmutz all over
On
the...
my face?
Yeah, exactly. See, you get it.
If we do it right. If our aim
I'm sorry.
if our aim is true, that's,
I don't know. I didn't
Wait for
have
the
any
recording.
choice.
You'll love it.
Not me.
That must be the tequila coffee.
you bet it is.
No, that's the vodka. That's right.
It's the vodka.
Vodka.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, the vodka did her in. She was alright. Tequila and her friend.
Oh yeah, the tequila was doing. Yeah, no, she was totally good.
Yeah.
Totally fine to do the tequila.
The vodka.
So I tell you,
Vodka. We got. I feel the same shit.
more tequila, more Latina. That's how it works.
It's true.
I've been Latina since day one.
She's been. Oh, yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I don't know whose plate was whose, but this is how we're doing it.
That's fine. We're happy to.
Well, Sarah did lick her plate, so
Whoever's got that one, bonus.
good luck.
Good luck. When I had guacamole on it, I did lick it.
So you got that going for you.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Damn.
Could be this plate though.
That looks good.
Just looking right, looking proper.
Delicioso.
righteous.
Am I on Dora the Explorer? I don't know.
You are Dora the Explorer for all I know.
Did you see the new
My hair is short.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god, that was hilarious.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
And there you go, sir.
Yes,
Guys, right now, I want forks up. Let's do this. Get in here now.
Arriba!
Absolutely.
Pa centro! Pa dentro!
Let's do it.
Oh, give me that sour cream.
Yeah, Give me some of that white cream and
Gringa needs some sour cream over here.
Right now, Sarah's mouth is
Mama
on
girl.
fire.
Nobody else is getting sour cream.
Why? I want
That
some.
was my one.
Okay.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
that is good.
What do you think, guys?
You can.
Perfect.
Those poblanos cooked perfectly?
I'll tell you what, you know, I'm really surprised that the heat came out on those poblanos
Right?
from when I tasted them.
You
when they
tasted
were-
it raw. You tasted it just cleaned and ready to go,
Yeah.
just fresh trimmed
Right.
off of there. You got a little bit of heat right out of the poblano.
I like it.
Good.
Now, too bad we don't have any picture of the, I just gave everybody all the cauliflower rice. Oops. So, interwebs. Here you go, guys. I'm going to feed my internet family right now. We're going to give them, but guess what? You don't have cauliflower rice, unfortunately, in this picture, but you do have a fresh bed of cheese and chorizo, baby. Right here. That's all you like it, mommy. That's how you're going to get it right here. Check it out.
Right on.
Bam! You're in the prep zone, mama. Bringing in the heat. Right here. Hey, thanks. Welcome to Gorilla's Kitchen. This is how we do it. It's off the rails, off the chain, but always top of the food chain. That's how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Tremendous flavors, guys. Now, remember, everybody, at the bottom of the video, after you've seen all this chaos, madness, enjoyment, and just overall delight, click subscribe. Be a part of the party. Come and be a part of the Gorillas family. That's how we're going to do this. Join us on Facebook. Be a part of the community. Share with me your family recipes. Let's do some stuff. Let's have a great time, guys, because that's what it's all about. It's about family. It's about friends. It's about community. And most of all, it's about food in your belly and your enjoyment. Let's do this. Let's take it to the next level together. It's nothing without you. Everybody out there, thegorillaskitchen.com. Click subscribe. Let's get together every Thursday and bring this into your home. Thanks, guys, everybody. Cheers.